Well, bad start.
That's good. Just a point.
Well,
the tone went up here. Do it again.
Okay, ready? Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have the one and only... No, that's so shite. That's so
I thought
shite.
it was good.
That was good.
Plenty of energy.
We have the one and only Jimmy Bullard, Simon.
Ah, thank you.
What's happened to his voice?
Great intro. Why does your voice go really... I've been with you all morning. It's just gone straight out there. But thanks for the intro.
That's a proper intro.
Oh, pucker.
Like, what a day we've had, mate, haven't we?
Without yous, we'd have been struggling, to be honest. And look, we've come to play St Andrews for Golf Life. You boys turning up. The mist. Come out of nowhere.
Kev farted, wasn't it? That's what caused the mist.
Yeah, his breath as well. His breath, by the way. When you get to meet him in real life, it's like a zookeeper's boot.
He said that all day to me.
Alan Jose's breath. Lobster breath. Shitford. I'm only joking. Poor fucking hell. Donkey's chuff. Anyway, I'm only joking.
The best bit.
Your breath's as bad as your barnet. Just to give him something to go off.
The best bit of banter of the day, you went like, what is that aftershave you're wearing? And he went like, you stick to stinking of dog shit, son.
Fucking couldn't believe it.
Smell like an old gutter. Slaney, you know I love you. You are the bollocks.
We are going to come down and see you, mate, ain't you, the guy?
I don't know about that. Take your time with that, I just met you. No, you are the bollocks, you two, what you do. And it's a pleasure to be here. So come on, let's crack on.
We're in the Russex Hotel, we need to say beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah, beautiful. Really, really nice.
Jim, you are some golfer though, mate, aren't you?
Do you know what? I love golf. It's kept me out of trouble. It's been one of my hobbies since a kid. Golf and fishing. Mm-hmm. But golf, especially joining the two boys with Golf Life, it's just taken over my life.
Peter and Andrew.
Peter and Andrew, yeah.
Couple of cracking names.
As we was walking off, we was like, shit names from the boys. But that's why they both changed them. Tubes and Ange. But they're great. They asked me to come last Jan. And you know what, a great move. And the channel, yeah, we're just loving it, man.
And you've got FC Bullard as well, mate, with Fenners, who's a great guy as well.
You love Fenners, didn't you?
Top man, Fenners.
Thanks for bringing that up. Yeah, FC Bullard, it's like so basically it's an online podcast. Basically we're designing our own football club online podcast form. We just use football as like an avenue to talk, and it's been so good. We've only been out, I think, 4 episodes in. You've been here 8 years, right? So you know the game. It'd be great to have a chat with you today, see how you do it. But we just talk about footy, and we have a little bit of an interview process because we're building the club. You have to be a bit of a dreamer, like myself. But we do. We had Mark White at Dorking on.
He's a hero, Mark, quite, mate. I love him.
He's crackers. He had 12 promotions in 24 years. Started his own football club from like grassroots. So it's great to have him on. Maisie Adams, comics. But yeah, having Fenners as well. I'm back working with Fenners.
Great guy.
Left Socceram, bless her. Socceram got pulled. And yeah, we're out there doing our stuff, podcast form. FC Bullard, loving it.
Make sure you subscribe.
Yeah, subscribe.
100%.
It's free.
An incredible fact, by the way, 2012, us three could have been teammates at Celtic.
Wow.
We had it, do you know what?
I must have just missed each other.
I'd love to have seen you in the shower.
Was you both there when I had that chance?
I was there.
Were you there?
I remember seeing you in the canteen, mate.
Yeah, you're lucky because you wouldn't have got a game without the sun.
I don't think I gave anyway, mate. Fuck's sake, it wouldn't matter if you were there
I'm
or
only
not.
joking. But that deal come, like they wanted to do a loan deal. And my dad come on board to help me out. And my dad pretty much fucked the deal up, to be honest.
What was you, a few quid?
He's murders the old man, right? So we went up there, and in a loan deal, we didn't really know. Hull had paid half, and Celtic pay half, but we went up there, and the old man went, whoa. Because they sold the dream to us. Lenny sold the dream to me and the old man, talked about the keeper, he was on this and that. And the old man's like, and they was going to give me the 10 jersey, put it on me heavy. I went, oh. And Dad's gone, well, if you're paying a keeper that, why is Jim getting this? Never known a 10 jersey to get less than a keeper. Let me do a deal with you, then I'll go back to Hull and I'll do the deal with Hull. And then he was like, oh, I don't think it works like that, Mr. Bullard. Anyway, the old man asked for, like, director fell off his chair. Yeah, I asked for big chunks, it didn't happen, but I should have gone. I should have gone, because I never played for a huge club. I played for some good football clubs, but I never played for that huge club that we always wanted to play for. And yeah, it would have been, do you know, it's a thing of mine. It grates on me because I should have done it. Do you know? And the missus was pregnant at the time. So there's a few things. I always like to use that money story, but that ain't the whole crux of it. Do you know what I mean?
What would you know what to move up?
She was Keith Cheggers, weren't she?
I'd love you to have came to Celtic, mate.
They've been good.
Mate,
I think I needed him to just take me under his wing. Just like out in the golf day, you could see
You
that.
wouldn't want to come under my wing, son.
No, up to no good.
We us three together. I tell you now. Thank fuck I didn't sign.
I feel we've changed him today. He was dead sensible at the start, wasn't he?
He was proper Jimmy Bullard today, wasn't he?
Aye.
That's what happens
You
for
can see
me.
it,
Once you peel back the onion skin, I don't know where I'm going with that. Gets a bit bitter.
Right, before we get into your career, well, I told you with the pet peeves on the podcast, couple of things in life or football that annoy
You're going to have to slow down with that accent, boy.
Aye.
Pet peeves.
Fucking unbelievable.
What annoys you?
Really bad.
Oh, what annoys me?
Do you know what annoys me? English people not fucking understanding Scottish.
Does that piss you off?
It does, man.
Sorry, it's just your accent's really strong. Oh, look, I've always loved Scots. I've played with Big Lee McCulloch, who big men don't like. Gary Till, Studsy. Do you remember Steve McMillan? Studsy used to play left back.
Nah.
I've always got on with the jocks. Just love yous. You bar me as fuck. Love a night out, all he is. Love a good drink. So yeah, I've always got on with yous. But
Pet peeves.
my pet peeves is, do you know what does piss me off? And I've never got it. And it doesn't have to be around football, does it?
No, it's
No,
life
right,
in general.
okay,
Just
life
life,
in
mate. Just
general.
life.
Road ragers.
Oh, people get. I'm
he's one of
I'm
them.
an old rager.
Yeah, I don't get it. People make mistakes in life, don't they? I would never get road rage. I don't get it. And it just pisses me off.
So when you can see somebody's raging,
When I'm in the car and someone's raging, like one of my mates going quick, what are you doing, pal? Calm the fuck down. Slow yourself down. You don't have to be like that. That pisses me off. Even my old man used to get a bit back in the day. I was like, fucking.
I feel you could switch though. I notice it in your eyes.
Yeah, I've got to switch in me.
Yeah.
But you have to go past a lot. Like, look at me. I can take a lot.
Yeah.
But once I go over the top of that, game over. Au revoir.
What about in football? Any pet peeves in football?
Pet peeves in football, I hate players getting up gaffers' arseholes. You know what it's... Come on, man. Let's have it real. Like, listen, I've never come on podcasts and shouting at names. That's not me. But I'm telling you now, you know what it's like. You're in a change room and the players are like up the gaffer's Derek just to get a game or
Derek.
to get and even worse when you're a senior player hanging onto his arsehole just to stay in the game that bit longer. Come on.
And you're doing other boys in as well.
What do you mean?
Like if anyone's
them
close, they're stitching other boys up, ain't you?
Yeah, like I can't. That's bad. That
Yeah.
that just don't sit right with me. But just being around, you got them. And I'll tell you another one. The old bench watchers. You used to get the bench
We
watchers.
were talking about that.
You should shell it and look over. Oh, here he is. Fucking get on with it, you clan.
That's Ashby, innit?
Oh, Ian Ashby loved it, the old bench watcher.
Unreal. Right,
brilliant.
youth career.
You ate Ashby, didn't you? You pulled him up twice
Did
today.
you play with Ashby or against him?
Just remember seeing him.
Or just seen him?
Did he leave a bit
He
on
should
your
be in
side?
League Two, shouldn't he? He should have played League Two his full career.
He was
Ashby.
shit, Ashby.
Jimmy, where did your career start? Was it non-league?
I love that. She's one of my close, I told you. There's only 5. To be honest, talking about football players, I've probably got 5, 6 names in my phone.
I love
Ships
that,
in the
mate.
night,
Love
innit? Yeah, and Ash is one of them.
It's strange though, Jimmy, innit? And I've seen it to you before. Like, you'd think the amount of players you play with that you would have lots of pals.
It's nuts, innit? Especially if you've achieved something. Like, I used to think that Wigan team I had 5 years, we went and achieved a lot of great stuff. They'll go off. The only one I speak to really is Jig. Jig, really.
How boring was Dave Whelan talking about his broken leg?
Who?
Dave Whelan.
Oh, our chairman? No, our chairman. I can't have you slagging off Dave
What is he
Whelan.
talking
He's
about?
one of my...
Jimmy?
Oh, mate.
Remember he always brought up about his broken leg in the
Mate,
final?
absolutely. But he took us to Barbados, right? When we stayed up, he took us to Barbados. He had a beautiful place over there, like multi-millionaire, the bloke, like honestly legend. I could tell you so many stories come to me of Dave Whelan, right? But Dave Whelan, he was getting lagging at the end. He took us away because we got promoted, and he had all the CEOs and directors there, and he's at the end of the table, my boys and all that, like really like we was like his grandchildren at the table. He was so proud of us. Took the gaff away, all of them, and he fell off the chair and he lagging. And the CEO director's gone to pick him up. Leave me the fuck alone. He's like, got up, man. He's got up himself, just stumbled back here like a king. It was absolutely mustard.
Brilliant.
He took us to Barbados. I'll tell you a little story. David Hamilton, he was director He was the chief scout. He was scouting at Wigan, and he used to think he was a bit of a James Bond character as well. And we used to have our breakfast on the veranda every morning, and every morning he'd go past skiing, like giving it a big one, because he was half a decent skier, right? But I knew this bloke that was on the speedboat on this dinghy, and I used to jump on it every day with the boys. We used to get on it. It was like four-breasted, so you could hold on, right? And in the end, it become quite dangerous, because the quicker you went, we got braver and braver, and in the end, a few come off, I'd done on my shoulder. So I thought, I'll get Emmy on there. About 5 days in, I went, but if you went in lane 4 and went round that way, it got momentum with the string. It's about 40-metre string and a donut. Got momentum, it hit a wave, and you'd fucking fly off, right? So I've slung him in lane 4, right? I'm in lane 1, like at shit house, right? I got Gary Till, Lee McCulloch in lane 3, he's in lane 4. But I went to the bloke, fucking this bloke's got to get it, go. Bunged him an extra one-er. So I'm in lane 1, motor's off, I've dribbled off like that, and I wallop. Lane 2, I said stay on as long as you can, because we're playing for a few quid, keep Hammy on. He used to think he was James Bond, like the bollocks, right? Lane 2, Gary Till, like that. He comes off, it's a little wave like that. I'm like, Jig, stay on. Jig's strong as fuck, isn't he? You could hear him, this Velcro's going on this fucking big dinghy like that. Hamilton's fucking struggling like that. Jig's like that, he's hit away, he's gone wallop like that, about 30 yards through the air like that. Dave Hamilton thinks it's a fucking contest. He's hanging on to dear life. The bloke's melting him round the corner. He's like, he's got my medal on his string. You see a fucking wave. He's in air like Bruce Willis. Like, he's hit the fucking wall. He's got boss straight on his canister. Like, he's gone, I've hit a turtle, I've hit a turtle. His fucking nose was ran claret everywhere. Oh, mate, I was crying. It's an absolute blinder.
Amazing.
He's hit it, hang on, I ain't finished. He knows like to jump on, doesn't he? But he's hit the water so hard he didn't get wet. He's just, oh mate, it was so fucking funny. Crack on.
Youth career, where'd you come through as a youth player?
I signed at West Ham. I was playing for Gravesend in Northfleet, non-league. I was building with the old man.
Is that what your dad's a builder?
Yeah, he's a builder.
Built houses?
Pardon?
House?
Well, everything really. He'd done anything from building to floors. He just run his own building firm, decorating firm, anything. He was finer ends of the stuff. So he was like, not so much architecture and all that, but he was amazing. He'd do anything, the old man. He'd like turn his hand to anything. But what I originally done, what a lot of people don't, I went in for fireman. I've done the old rat run and all that, and I went in, my dad's best mate was like high up in the fire brigade. I went in and I was just about to become a fireman. I went through to the later stages, and then that pulled the plug, and I started fitting Sky, installing Sky. I had my own van and everything.
What age is this, mate?
I was about 17, 18. So I started fitting Sky and working with the old man, but it's great working with my dad because he believed I was going to be a football player. I started to drift off the belief because my dad always had full belief in me. I started to drift off, it's like 18, 19, is it too late? And I was playing for Gravesend Northfleet and I hit a bit of form and I was scoring like once a week and I was at it, and a bloke come up to me and just went, do you want to trial at West Ham? It was Roger Cross, who was third in line at West Ham, and they asked me to have a trial, and I went down at Chadwell Heath, and that was when you could go and watch them. My dad turned up with me, I went with a pair of boots, and my first session at West Ham was one-on-one with Frank Lampard.
No way.
It was fucking so surreal. Like, and I was West Ham, I still had claret and blue on my walls. All my family come from the East End, so it's like...
Was Lampard brilliant?
Amazing. Like, that to me was just like, I was a scrawny little kid, a 19 in a 15-year-old's body. Frank was a man. But his Harry just weighing us up, like, as he got it. And Rio was there. I played against Rio in like county level, but he was a mate like Rolls Royce.
What was that team? Was that Joe Cole in that as well?
Joe Cole's first session, I was there when he was 15 or 16.
Was he a joke?
Like, trust me, right? To this day, it was he done stuff. Even me talking about Joey, like, I'm just in awe of him. Like, he done stuff that I've never seen. Like a Cruyff turn to Cruyff turn, step over to step over. He would ping, right? I remember he would ping like 60 yarders like that, standing. But the ball would be him, he'd muscle a player, ragdoll someone, just go like that, and he'd just go like alien like. I'll be like, has he just done that? And Rio had this mad laugh. Rio still does it. He goes, ah! He just starts screaming. When someone does something amazing, Rio would do that daily with Joe. And it was just phenomenal. And you wouldn't believe, he's that big, you wouldn't believe how strong he was.
Who's Joe Cole?
He'd hurt you. You get near him, he just rag you and stamp on you. It just... so aggressive in his movement. It was just phenomenal to be around.
Wow.
And what about Defoe? Defoe was there.
Jermaine Defoe, I remember writing all the boys like clean the boots. And he was like, I don't fucking clean boots. Come here to score goals. He was 16. They paid £2.5 million for him West Ham. He went for a tribunal.
That's right.
He was phenomenal. Like Michael Carrick, Steve Lomas. I signed the same day as Paolo Di Canio. Like.
There's no way you were parading on the pitch with Di Canio.
No, absolutely not. There's a press conference, right? Harry's in a press conference with Paolo and Mark Vivian Foe, God bless him, he's passed. And Harry goes, we signed Mark Vivian Foe, we got Paolo here, and we got and he forgets my name, doesn't he? I'm like, Jimmy Bullard, that'd do me. Yeah, it's still on YouTube, I believe. But do you know what? It's 3 years of learning. Like you know what it's like. You've been around some top quality players yourselves. Being around that, I don't think I would have done later in my career if I wasn't around that. You get what I mean?
How was Di Canio?
Bonkers. Like, I think that's right. I've learnt off of all them. Razor Ruddock.
What was Razor Ruddock like?
Razor Ruddock was absolutely crackers. Often he'd shit in the bath. He'd shit in the bath, no one get in it. That's my bath. Monkey was the only one who'd get in it and just swim with it. With the shit, not with Razor. Like, he just absolutely crackers. But that's where my upbringing was. All them, like, wild characters. And that's probably why I ended up how I was.
Because a little bit out. Did they like you?
A little bit out. Yeah, they loved it, and I loved being around it and watching them. You know, it's just amazing learning curve for me. And I believe that era of football was the best era. Mm-hmm. I believe we had the best of the best because the monies were big, but it wasn't too big. Now everyone's petrified. To me, everyone says to me, there's no character to football. I believe there are characters out there still, but they're so petrified and on such big monies, they can't say that, and they're so protected by the clubs. You can't get that. You can't get both, can you?
Roddick's a joke, mate. What was his diet like? I remember how heavy he was. Heavy, wasn't he?
Oh, monster! But do you know what? He had the best left peg I've ever seen. They used to call it a tin opener. You used to have peel a tin opener. Tin opener. My left peg is just like. But he had this. Like, we used to play this game called D's. So it'd be like 5-a-side pitch. You have a D at that and D at that, and you have to keep it up on a volley. But in your D, Razor wouldn't be beat. Just phenomenal. In Rio was a joke.
That's right.
He was incredible.
But he used to play big flap over tongues. Like Razor used to dress like big ice shorts. Like, used to fancy yourself. Big flap over tongues for a centre half. Didn't get seen like back in the day. That weren't the. But Razor bought it, and Razor was magic. I still knock about Razor now. Razor's phenomenal. You should get Razor.
You should get him on. Could you get a bit of word?
Yeah, I could get Razor.
Go for him,
as long as you pay him a couple of quid. Razor always wants dollar.
Did he like a beer, Razor?
Fuck me.
Did you ever go out with him even as a young kid?
Do you know what? I didn't mingle as in outside of the football club with the first team that much, because that sort of respect thing, and I was like in fear and in awe of them a little bit, and I wasn't like I am now. Back then, I was a bit more of a kid, I suppose, but I was in awe of it. I come from the building trade. My first game was I was in the building on the building site. My first game was at Anfield. Like 2 weeks after I've come off the building site, or 3 weeks after I've come off the building site. Like, what? That's a Roy the Rovers story. Like, for your own club who you supported.
That's incredible.
Like all your family.
Your dad, that must have been buzzing, eh?
It's just, the old man was like every training session watched.
Well, he went to every training session?
Yeah, every training session, because you could watch.
Would he speak to Redknapp?
He knew Harry. He went to school with Frank Senior and all that, so they're from East End of London, yeah. So he knew of them, and yeah.
How was Harry at that time?
Harry, do you know what? Harry is real harsh. I used to be scared of Harry. Like all the youngsters was. But that's back in the day, that's the way they used to manage the old school. A bit of fear, like Alex Ferguson, people talk about it now, the fear factor was big. I think if you didn't fear him, I think a lot of managers back then managed on fear. But he was okay. I could never say a bad word to Harry. He started my career off. He sees something in me, a lot of others didn't. He took the punt on me. So.
Was that your debut at Anfield? Did you get on that?
No, I never played for the first team.
Oh, did you?
Look, there's a little story here. And I was there with Gavin Olligan, who he signed from Kingstonian as well, another player. And I was on the bench, and he's got to make a substitute, right? And he's looking at me and Gavin, he's sort of going, and he went with Gavin. And Gav had a chance to make it tall, and he skied it, and I always said, I'd have scored that. But yeah, amazing.
Jim, how do you think you never made your first team appearance?
For West Ham, why didn't I? I lost, even though it's a great thing that happened to me, I lost a lot of confidence at West Ham. Because I got battered by the boys a lot. Like, they didn't believe... Yeah, not so much the first team, but we had a big resi team.
Yeah.
And now, with me, if I'm not concentrating on sport, it's like, if I'm not fully concentrating, even at football, I'd be shit. If I wasn't concentrating, I weren't up for... It's weird with me.
It's like you with the goal for day when you're not concentrating.
Honestly, people wouldn't believe it. Like, And I think my peers lost a lot of confidence in me because we used to do a lot of double sessions. I was so tired of it after 18 months. I used to do the double session. I used to go into it with no energy and no feeling. I just half toss it off without meaning to. And my energy wouldn't be there. My aggression and my appetite for the game wouldn't be there. And in the end, I was half the player I should be. And the players would see that, obviously, because that's who you're competing against, and it wouldn't be there. But I always knew I had something in me. Do you know what I mean? But once I made that first day, I moved to Peterborough. Barry Fry signed me, and that's when my career really took off.
Because Barry and Harry were pals, weren't they?
Yeah, Baz is just crackers.
So do you remember Harry coming to you and saying that your time's done at West Ham?
Yeah, I remember me and Dad went in the office and he said, look, you're going to give him another deal. And I wanted to go anyway, and he went, nah. And then I went on trial at Norwich. I nearly signed for Norwich under Nigel Worthington, which a lot of people don't know about, and that didn't happen. And then what happened? And then Baz just said, come play a trial here, and I had a trial, like one game, but he wanted to sign me straight away. And then I signed with Baz, and then 3 months in, I just did a bit of form. And from Peterborough, my career went like that. And I had a manager that believed in me that I didn't have off of Harry, because he had the first team. But I had a manager who really believed. And you know, when you're playing for 3 points, when you're playing reserve football,
it's rubbish.
Like, it ain't like you're playing in one man and a dog, and it ain't the same, and you ain't playing for a living. You got all the boys there, and it was it was epic. I loved Peterborough.
See, the West Ham boys, the senior players, were they? So you said you lost a bit of confidence, but did they batter you, some of them?
Not the senior players, it was in amongst us. I was battering players as well. It weren't just I was getting battered, but I think there was a lot of good players there. Even I'll give you all the names of the first team players. The Rezzies, Adam Newton, Michael Fellaini, like loads of players that played in the Rezzy team. Izzy Erekpen, all these players went on to had careers like me and similar to me. They was all in the Rezzy. Don't forget, I've just give you the first team there. This Rezzy team and the youth team coming up was unbelievable. So I'm competing against them as well. So
what about Bywater?
Stevie Bywater, crackers.
Like?
I used to sit next to Stevie Bywater. Not really. He was just
a bit off it.
Out there. Yeah, he was just like a bit of a space cadet, bit out there, key goal. But lovely. Everyone loves Stevie Bywater. He was blinding.
Do you remember Barry Fry?
Aye, big guy, wasn't he?
No, big guy.
Not big as in round.
Aye.
Yeah.
Was he scary, Jim?
Do you know what? He was so lovely. A lot of players were scared of Baz. I was never scared of Baz because he was so lovely. His charm and his love overtook his fear. Don't get me wrong, you don't want to get on the wrong side of Baz. He would have a tear up.
Can you remember what actually fight with players?
It's on YouTube. He goes up into face. You just YouTube Barry Fry now. This ain't me. He goes up to him, boom, puts it on him. Oh, he'll have it. He'll have it with anyone, Baz.
Did he have it to you?
No, I never had that with Baz. I was just there for football, and he always said, Jim, you won't be here long. Get your nut down. We're a buying and selling club. We'll sell you. You'll go on to a big club. You'll go and do things. If you want, use us as a stepping stone. And that's what you say to all these youngsters. Yeah. And he used to just say, go and play. Like, I used to love getting on the ball and going dropping off the centre halves. And we had Phil Eagle, dopey centre half, and he'd clump the ball, and I'd go, Eags, what are you doing to me? What are you clumping it for? And Baz would go, he'd half back me. Give it a Jim. Let him see half the lever, give him half a chance, do you know what I mean? And it was pucker for me because I couldn't, you know what it's like. If you want to play from the back, you got to have a manager with big balls because you're going to make mistakes. Yeah. And he had that. And he
So Barry Fry wanted to play, didn't he?
Oh, Baz wanted.
I thought Barry Fry to be old school.
Baz wanted to play. Trust me, he would trust his players, but he'd trust not being saying it. He'd trust me because he knew that I had it in me to look after it, and he knew and by the way, I'll produce. And before that trust come, I had to produce. I went through fear with it a little bit because the first 3 months I was there, I didn't produce.
Oh, did you know that?
No, you have to show your manager what you're worth, don't you? It weren't happening, and I was playing on the wing because I was a winger. And then I said to Baz, I went up to him half time. One game, I always remember, I said, Baz, put me in the middle. Drive me mad out there. I ain't getting a kick, mate. And he put me in the middle. I run the show, and that was it. I played centre mid all my career.
What league was that?
First division.
Was that tough, mate? Because that was probably old school guys you were playing against.
Do you know what? I didn't find it tough. I found it quite easy because I was playing quite high level with reserve West Ham, and then once I was in there, I had energy. And you know what it's like back then, it was like you was playing against 35, you always had a 35-year-old plodder in there. I couldn't live with me. I just had energy to burn. I used to love it.
Were you fit? Were you always fit, even at young
No, there wasn't. I can honestly say this, I never met a fitter player than me.
Really?
No. There was one player, Lee Martin at Ipswich.
Lee Martin was at Man United?
I wasn't the strongest. I'm not saying like fit. If you'd done a strength test, no, way off it. If you'd done a pure speed test over distance, way off it. But there weren't a lot beat me to that wall. And there wasn't no one as fit as me.
The bleep test, you do that?
Oh, I'd do it backwards.
Would you complete it?
Oh, I'd murder everyone.
Would you, mate?
Oh, I'd fag on.
That's the worst
I used
thing
to
in the
turn
world.
around and run backwards. And the gaffer, Paul Jewell, would go, you didn't go to the line, I ran to the end of the hall and back. I used to murder people, honestly. But I used to run backwards at West Ham.
What, in the bleep test you'd run backwards?
No, we'd just like do a fartlek. You know, training, I just used to run backwards. It's embarrassing. My running, I'd done a lot of long distance running at school and stuff like that.
How long were you at Peterborough for?
I was there 18 months. Baz called it, yeah.
See, when you played?
Yeah, called it bang on the
18
time and he knew, yeah.
See,
Baz, this is a blinder. I was on the golf course at Fort Wood. I used to play golf all the time. But Baz didn't mind me playing on a Friday, right? He called me on a Friday going, Jim, Barry Fry, come and see me. So I buzz in the office. And he goes, you want to go Birmingham? I went, yeah, because I respected him. You don't want to go, yeah, in case he's reeling you in. I go, well, I'm playing for you. He goes, no, do you want to go Birmingham? He said, well, you're going, Steve Bruce. He said, pack your bags. So I packed all my bags, halfway up the M6. He went, turn around, got the wrong player. It's fucking Tommy Williams. Tommy Williams went up there, fucking done that. 6 months later, I'm on the golf course. Barry Fry, come and see me. I had to go in the London Road, Peterborough. He's like, phone's there. He's gone, do you want to go Wigan? I said, Baz, not again. Don't send me up the N6. No, he said, Paul, you on the phone. Do you want to go? I gone, yeah, all right then. Packed my bags, went up the road for 275 grand. He said, done deal, 275. Put the phone down, Paul John, up the road I went, that was it.
Amazing.
He done the deal for me. I didn't know what I was on. And went up there and then Paul John gave me a good deal and that was me.
See, when you played, Jim, were you the type that would wind up the guy you were playing against?
I was murders.
Were you, mate?
That was my game. Like,
and get in their head?
See, like yous, I connected to yous today. Like, yous are out there, right? You don't get like, not footballers are stiff, right?
Gimps.
Like they're gimpy, right? and a lot of just people in life, like just I need crack. I need people with energy. I love you. Well, when you turn up today, like yous are off it, ain't you? You need a doctor.
100%.
You're fully not well.
No, I'm done.
Like, look at the barnet on the
Barry Fry cut that, didn't he?
oh, leatherhead.
What was that little head to do, that?
What did you say? Somebody just put a bow on his head?
The sauce on it.
Salsa napper. Just put that over his head, fucking cut round it. But where was he?
Who would players get you back?
It started in a tunnel for me. When you went out, I would just get into people, yeah, they'd be like, I didn't care where I was.
Saying what to them, like you're shitting
Just
it?
get on and wow, you're lucky you're playing against. The higher I went and the more belief I had, I become real sure of myself.
Did you?
Yeah, and the more brazen I got, you know, that confidence oozed out of me and it'd start. I almost put a cloak on when I played. Almost become this sort of like joker. Because then I found I played better when the shackles are off. Mm-hmm. And I didn't even really, it's a bit sore to say this, but I didn't really worry too much about the result. I was more worried about entertaining and performing. Mm-hmm. The result was second. I never met anyone who didn't want to win. You know, every player, you know, all these fans that go, oh, you don't want to win, you don't want to play. I go, shut up, Derek, like, you ain't got a clue.
Derek.
Do you get what I mean? Toby'd say that. You know, if you ain't been around, I've never met a football player or an athlete of any sort that don't want to win. You're in it to win.
Of course.
But one of my main was like to entertain and because of the fear back from West Ham and the lack of my peers, I always, I'm with you, I wanted you to realise how good I was. That was my next grab. Because what I had at West Ham, you know, my peers didn't have me.
So you're all
I wasn't going back to that.
I
wasn't going back to that. It's a shit feeling. Going in the change room going, what are you even here for? Blah, blah, blah. I'm good for that. No, you're shit. I made sure that you never thought that again, my peers.
What type of trainer were you? Were you like...
At it. At it. I was at it 24/7.
So would you not piss a bit in training there?
Nah.
Before training, after training?
Yeah, at it. Like, honestly, and I learnt that through Wigan, really. Paul Jewell was the first one. He used to say, and he used to want his training like playing. He said he was a big believer that you can't switch it on. So make sure you switched on Monday. And I knew, I've seen it, and I quickly realised that footballers can be slags, man. Like, they want your shirt. Don't worry about that. They think you best, mate. They want your shirt.
Yeah.
There's shirts available here. Make sure you're at it. These fuckers want, even though you're your peers and they're your mates, they want your shirt. So make sure you're at it. Every Monday morning I switched on. I was like, I've got this shirt. I'm not losing it. So I was at it from Monday.
Some mentality.
See, on winding people up, did you ever do a big name in the fucking crack?
I didn't give a fuck. Let's have it right. There was 2 people I stayed away from. It was manager and chairman.
Everyone else was fair
Everyone
game.
else went. Our rugby tackles assistants. I didn't give a shit. Physios. You're getting it. Full blast. Honestly, the players will tell you. Like, I ain't got to sit.
But see if you come up against like a Stevie G or a Gerrard and that, you're not getting them a bit, are you?
Verbally, yeah.
Are you?
Absolutely. I've been in the tunnel, yeah, and just started piping up. But yeah, I don't give a shit.
But
It's your one off. I can't remember exactly, but I probably didn't even talk to Stevie G, but it wasn't out of fear because he's Stevie G. I can promise you that.
Did you never have that with players now?
What do you mean?
Like a wee bit of fear because of who they were and
No,
how good they
I
were?
used to think I was better than them.
Did you, mate?
Yeah. I honestly, it's silly looking back now, but I'm not scared to tell you. The higher I went, I used to think I was better than them.
Where did that come from? Because like you said,
Dunno.
at West Ham, everyone thought you were shit.
I don't know. I don't know whether it was my dad installed it. I don't know. The more I achieved my career, when honestly from Peterborough went like that, honestly the incline was frightening, and it was just like I just thought I belong here.
We were the opposite, mate. We started so good.
And I think what happened to me at West Ham, I was scared of going back there.
I think your knockback early on was
Aye.
brilliant for you, innit?
Yeah.
Resilience, mate.
But it can be the opposite though. You get knocked back and you can go the other way.
And I nearly did. Honestly, I nearly did.
Did you?
A couple of times. That chat I had with myself in the mirror is at home to commentary at Peterborough. And I said to Baz, put me in the middle. I had a chat with myself in the mirror because he was losing faith in me. And that was a switch.
What, the chat as in, I could chuck it here?
I went in the bathroom. I always remember it, looked in the mirror and said, Jim, this is it. Mum and Dad was in the stand and I was 3 months in Peterborough. I was on and off. I weren't making it. These similar feelings to what I was getting at West Ham. I said to Baz, his commentary FA Cup game, always remember it. Little David Thompson was in there, he topped me, little prick.
Player,
he fucking went straight over the top of me. I'll get you, little fucker. I was there half time. I went into Baz, they put me in the middle of the park. And fair play to Baz, he put me straight in there and I run the show.
Mad how wee moments just change it.
Yeah, unbelievable. I got the ball back, I hit 60-yard diag, went boom, Scrag got up. I'm like, fucking hell. I go boom, boom, play my way into a game, hit a couple of shots. We went to a penalty shootout. I went, I'll be on number 1, put it in. Next game, next month, I had 3 goals in goal of the month, always remember, and that was it, me done.
Brilliant.
It's just weird, I can drop confidence. It's like me with putting at the minute, going back to golf, sorry to be up and down.
That's it.
But my golf at the minute on the putting green is 0, my confidence is shit. I'm one of them, if I lose confidence, I can be low, but give me something to grab onto, I can go to a 10 very quickly.
We've done it in the 18s, mate, didn't
Yeah.
Much in history.
Yeah, but then I'll grab onto that and I'll hold on to that,
aye.
and then I might dip down. But he says, mate, like, but I've seen a load of. We're talking about psychiatrists. I've seen about 7 or 8.
You could come with me, speak to me.
Yeah, you said you got a decent one. Everyone on that shit.
Jimmy, who were the big characters in that Wigan team?
Big character. We had Lee McCulloch. I used to love him.
Great guy, isn't he? Good guy.
Brilliant. I used to. Yeah. So anytime I go into a hotel, you know, it reminds me of my football days. I remember I used to pull the beds together, pull the chest of drawers over and the wardrobes, and we used to do WWF. I used to bash them all up, didn't I? Used to do elbow drops off the thing. The gaffer walked in, suplexes, Lee McCulloch and all that. I used to bash the shit out of him.
No way you can suplex Lee McCulloch.
No, he suplexed me. Honestly, me, Gary Till, Leighton Baines, we used to do doubles, wrestling.
And what, pants or full?
Your pants, and I used to come in going, hey, easy. I had the character called the Bulldog, and they used to go, Jim, you're wild. I used to love playing that character.
Is Lee McCulloch as gigantic as they say?
What, he's Corey? We used to call him the Coke can. Yeah, it's wider than it is long. It's like a Rubik's Cube.
Did you used to share with him?
Yeah.
He told a story on here actually. Was it the FA Cup final day? He says he was just waking up and he's turned in. You're fucking basically spinning.
Yeah, I'm on him. All right, Lee. All right, Lee. It's always weird when you call him by the first name, isn't it? Like that. Hi, Lee. You okay? How's that big winkle doing?
I love that Wigan team, mate.
It's brilliant.
Earlier on, you weren't having them. What you
You guys
know?
are alright.
No, we had a good team, mate.
Yeah, you
Trust
brilliant
me.
team.
And I'll tell you what we had.
I think it was Whelan that put me off, mate, talking about his broken leg.
You
Fucking
had
turn
Dave
it in,
Whelan,
mate.
didn't you? Had Lee McCulloch, we had Bainesy,
Baines was a
Gary
player,
Till,
wasn't he?
Alan Marn.
Alan Martin,
Marnie.
midfielder,
Yeah, I had him a couple.
Was Baines a joke?
Bainesy's quality. Bainesy is always going to be top player. Like, always. Paul Jules said, like, David Moyes asked him a few times, what do you reckon about Bainesy? He finally took the punt on him, yeah.
You some play about him.
He was quality, yeah. Alan Marn, Jason. I always say though, I learned a long time ago, a bit of football chat. You're only as good as your two strikers. We only ever went up because of Jason Roberts and Nathan Ellett and the Duke.
They were great. They were
And
brilliant.
Duke,
Terrorised people.
some of the goals he scored. Ugh.
They were
Like,
brilliant.
I say to Duke, like, how'd you do that? He used to flick it up, boom, on the half turn, bang. Like, you know what it's like, boys. You can play all the football you want. And I always remember a game Wolves, we weren't at it. But 0-0, he scored 2 goals. Just got to say that shit. And that was like 10 games to go, and that's the difference. When you're not at it, 2 top gets you right
Gets you
out.
places,
Because you're always going to score.
Because, mate, you went there and joined in the second division with 2.5
Do you need that
years.
to read? Do you not know my career?
No, I didn't know it well enough, mate.
Give a fuck.
2.5 years in the Premier League, mate.
2.5 years, yeah. It was amazing.
Was that the plan when you first went to Wigan?
Yeah. Wigan were already up when I went in the first division, so there's already a championship team bar 3 points with 12 games to go. They romped it. And then I went there. We just missed the playoffs in the first year and then got second behind Sunderland in the second year. And then we ran in the Premier League, and the first game was Chelsea at home at the JJB. I always remember that.
Wow.
Jose Mourinho days, big drogs up front with Crespo. Crespo scored in the 89th minute, rasped it in top corner. Always remember. Like, deflator. But then by Christmas we was 4th.
Wow.
We had a great season.
Crazy, isn't it?
It's just amazing.
4th.
Yeah, and you got to remember that JGB stadium. The first game I went there, you was lucky to fill it with 2,500 Wiganers, and that JGB when we was in the Premier League filled it out with 27,000. Yeah.
That's amazing, that.
It's
What was Paul Jewell good at?
Paul Jewell just knew players, knew his players, knew what he wanted from players. Tactically, all right, but so on it, training and like graft wise. Yeah.
Did he let you do what you like, Jim, or did you need to stick to a structure?
No, to a point he allowed me a bit of freedom, structured me up a bit too much at times. We clashed a little bit, but nothing. He was great for me. That ain't me. I'm just giving you my honest feedback, but nothing was achieving. So you can't never question a gaffer when you're achieving, in my opinion. He's there doing a job, and he done a great job, and I thought it was fantastic. But yeah, I love Wigan days. When you're winning.
Ah, of course.
When you're winning, it's...
And that was probably when you first started getting a lot of media attention for being quite a character, wasn't
Big,
it?
massive name then, wasn't it?
Yeah, so how can I put that to you? So I'm growing with confidence, and my ego starts coming out, and the more ego comes out, the better I played. So it's like, fucking, where's this going to end up? And then I just become this... Yeah, and then Soccer AM sort of grabbing bits, as you say.
They loved you, mate, didn't they?
The big look at dunk. It's amazing what them cameras pick up. You don't realise, do you? Yeah, it was just...
Talk us through the dunk situation. What happened? So dunk hit too?
So the dunk... So corner... David Moyes has slung him on. He's only been on 5 minutes. Corner's been whipped in from the left-hand side. Gets cleared, and all you hear, boom, he's hit someone in the guts, isn't he? Give him a right-hander. Someone goes over. I think it's Paul Sharner.
I think it was Shanna because you said
Space
that.
Cat. He's absolutely fully warped. No, God, worse than you. Gonski.
Big Shanna.
Paul Sharner, get on this one, right? Remind me I'm back on this story because my head goes that way and these stories stay here. So we're logged in the Wigan dunk
Yes,
story.
mate, I've got it.
But Paul Sharner, he's come, so he's there 2 weeks at Wigan. This is Space Cat he is. He's gone, yeah, come round my house, we'll have like a housewarming. We don't really do that, Shans, but anyway, we'll crack on. He stuck us in the fucking garage. All of us, all the team in the garage with our wives, with fucking eaters. I went, can't we go in the gaff? Oh no. Like, you got something wrong with you, ain't you?
Was the motor still
And by
in the
the
garage?
way,
The motor
his
still
missus
in-
starts bringing out jackets because it's freezing. Fuck up, I said, I'm off. See, I'm Dino.
I love that.
Fucking weirdo.
Right, so big dunk.
Back to
And then he turned up with a fucking full mat, like silk shag fur skin thing. I'm like, what you got on here? That's a fucking centre half. He's gone. Anyway,
Big dunk.
probably had to be
So,
there for
were you
that.
buzzing dunk punch though?
I weren't buzzing. He gave right ass.
Good laugh for
Oh
that.
yeah, he done Shana. Of course I was buzzing. fucking
That's what you
walked.
deserve, you weirdo.
He's walked, mate, honestly.
Maybe you invited Dunk to his garage. That's why Dunk fucking hit him.
He was terrifying. Big
What
Dunk, though,
happened in
wasn't
there? He come on, ball gets cleared, boom. And all you hear, oh, like that, turn around. He's sort of half grimacing, like that. Fucking, he's gone it. Oh, he's giving him a dick. And then what happened? James McFadden, Lee McCulloch, because we had that, like, I knew them all and they all knew each other. I'm there, sort of half going, he's gone, he's lost the plot. But you half get me. That looks a bit of fear, a bit of, I'm in awe here. What's happened? It's a bit of like going on, or can I find? So he gets a red. So as he's going off, I'm with them two. You know, as I'll get giddy, right? And I've gone, see you in the tunnel, Dunk, like that, having banter. He's gone, no problem with me. I'm like, fuck. He's waiting by the tunnel with his shirt off like that. And as we're running on the pitch, Lee McCullough's going, Dunk's gonna get shit in the pants.
And did he say anything in that?
15 minutes, I'm playing on 15 minutes. I'm like, fuck, he's still there. Longest standing ovation after. I'm waiting. All there was a pigeon in a crisp packet on there. I'm like that. Dunk, he's grabbed me in the tunnel, grabbed me up. And he had a few words. I shit my pants, yeah. But what a lot of people don't know, after that, we go to the races 2 weeks later. And I go into his place and I you know when you're out with the boys and you're buzzing for a night out, you're like, yeah, we go, walks in the room, I fucking spotted him.
Dunk, sir.
2 weeks after that, my heart dropped through my arsehole. Not that. And all the boys gone, see, I've seen it up there we go, boys, don't need yous. They've picked me up, put me right in front of him. So I've got Dunk now. I'm like, all right, Duncan. First named him off. All right, Duncan. He's like, yeah, big cigar like that. He's going to have a drink, mate. We cracked on. I was out to the boys, fuck off, me and Dunk.
Was he top man?
Honestly, absolutely fantastic. And it was only 2 months ago, TalkSport phoned me up, tried to stitch me up with Duncan on the other side, and we had a chat over TalkSport radio. He was mustard, absolutely blinded.
And then he done, do you remember the squat over everyone?
The little pile of them.
There's a pylon and he's just fucking...
brilliant, jump right over them.
What happened then?
He shows up, big pylon, you jump right over them.
You don't fucking know. I do, you fuck. Alright, where was it then?
Etihad.
What an absolute knob-jockey. Do your fucking homework, lad.
No, but I did remember that one. Right on the top,
where was it then?
Was it the DW again?
DW, aye. Was it?
No, it was at the DW. Don't cut that out, by the way, because I'm amateur.
See, when you done stuff like that, would your manager ever go, fuck,
what you did?
get a rest, mate?
Do you know what?
If I was a manager with you,
I get you, and I would, but no manager told me to wind my neck in.
Just let you be, free?
Never ever. One, I think they would maybe have scared two, because they liked it in the change room. And where'd you stop that? If I stop it on the pit, like, and don't get me wrong, I didn't do a lot on the pit, and that was it's weird. The Duncan Ferguson scenario and the jump over the crowd scenario was the same game.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, there wasn't a lot, really, that many other episodes on the pitch I fucked about with.
Why did you do that? What were you thinking?
Must have been bored.
Bored. It was a shit game.
Yeah.
It was like one man and their dog watching, and the keeper had one hand on the ball, and I was running out, and then he put two hands, and I was like, look at me, being a prick. That's all I've got for you. I don't know what that is, like.
See, if managers want to get you in trouble, would they then watch that back on like a Monday or see it on the telly and have a laugh with you about it?
Didn't bring it up. No
Never
one brought
brought
it up. No.
That's mad.
No
Was
one
any of the
brought it
boys
up.
sitting me, no?
Because I also think it was that one, they liked it, my character in the change room, and they know the boys had me, and I loved being around the change. And I've never caused any ag for gaffers unless they fucked me. Do you get what I mean? Mm-hmm. And two, I think that looking back now, I'm older and wise. I think there was maybe a bit of fear there of saying that, and I might have, because I was a bit bitey. Especially being 27, I was like, fucking.
Would you stick up for yourself against the manager? That, eh?
Yeah, like fuck yeah. I was hot-headed. Yeah, I've calmed down a lot now, but I was like, oh, fuck it all.
He's got a screw
I just like.
See it in the eyes.
I
think they knew,
very sexy eyes, but there's something there that.
Something like that.
Yeah, sexy eyes. Never been called that.
The barnet's brilliant. How long's the barnet? Have you always had the barnet for a young age?
Yeah, I've never. Without the mullet, I feel naked. I said that to you earlier. I've just always felt like, yeah. I got cane from the barnet.
Have you got?
Just done a wash and go ad. Just done a wash and go ad for the second year.
Good for you, mate.
A few quid. Get a few quid.
Get you one.
Could you get me in?
The old syrup ad.
Shoulders, wasn't it?
The old syrup ad. Tate and Lyle.
What about see the way you acted on the pitch? Were you similar on a night out?
Oh,
you got wild on it?
If I have a drink now, I'm crazy. Crackers, yeah.
What? Just like winding Peter up.
Just anything goes.
The best story for like a Christmas do. Best story.
Mate, yeah, Christmas do's, yeah, fucking hell, blind. I tell you what, there was a blinder. We had a Christmas do. We had a Michael Flinny, mate, and Neil Roberts. Actually, I still talk to Robbo. Remember Neil Roberts, centre forward?
Yeah. Brilliant.
Yeah. It's shit, actually. Anyway, we all dress up as we do. Neil Roberts went as Batman and Flinny went as Spider-Man. They ended up having a fucking tear up on the pavement. I went, let Spider-Man and fucking Batman have a tear up. There's cloak everywhere, his fucking mask was off. Yeah, that was fucking bonkers. Both of them had a tear up. Both two Welshmen having a fucking tear up on the cobbles. That was brilliant. Yeah. But yeah, Christmas parties, it always went off, didn't it? It was like, don't happen so much in there.
Nah,
did you drink a lot? Did you drink a lot back then? Would it be every week you'd be at?
What's that?
Do you
know what? No, talking about. Oh, sorry, we didn't have a big booze tradition at Wigan. No, we was focused. Right. I think that's why we achieved. Yeah, don't get me wrong. We'd go out once every 2 months, but it'd be a big bang on a Saturday night or something.
Paul Shandler's
we'd had two. Oh yeah, super. But no, when we went out and had. But you'd get over it then, wouldn't you? Fit as a fiddle. But we didn't really booze in any clubs I was with. Do you know what I mean? When we went out, we went out.
That must be amazing. See, getting promoted to the Premier League. Is that one of your best days of your career?
Yeah, that was like...
Did you just win the league?
Second.
Sunderland.
Beat Reading 3-1 or something at Reading. I remember it. It was like, yeah.
It's life-changing, mate, isn't it?
Yeah, that's your shout as a kid. I don't know about you, when we was in the playground going, I just want to play in the Prem. That's all you want to do, Prem. It's the Prem that.
And does the money get doubled as well?
Yeah, it was on Good Dollar.
Buzzing.
It's on Good Dollar, yeah. It's great, innit? Like, you're doing the sport you loved in the best league in the world, in my opinion, for Good Dollar. And then you're playing for new contracts and other clubs are on offer then.
Jimmy, this is a bit obvious, but who were the brilliant midfielders you came up against that season?
Playing against?
Aye.
Oh, the ones that... I say, like, the ones you know, Stevie G. I call them... I come up against 4 aliens. I call them aliens. I've done it.
Are they that good?
Si Bullard on my podcast. So I come up against Ronaldo, who was, like, obviously unbelievable. Wayne Rooney. Thierry Henry.
Wow.
Just...
Different planet,
Just phenomenal, and Paul Scholes. Them 4, they done stuff to me that I call like Thierry Henry took off. I've never seen anything like it. But it wasn't just the way he took off, it was how quick he stopped. It was alien-like. And when I said to you, I believed I was better than them 4 not. I come off that pitch thinking I can't do that. And it demoralised me a bit. Because when you actually really believe, and that weren't me talking shit, I actually believed I could get there. When you actually come off and go, I've never seen that. When you've actually physically touched it and been there, it's like, how's he doing? Like, I can't do that. Fuck, I could never do that.
Did you not come directly up against Ronaldo? Did you not get the graveyard shift out wide left, right up against Ronaldo?
That happened in Carling, put it through my legs in front of the old man. Slipped me. Straight through my legs, ran out the other side, Ruinsville. Like, just good night. And then I'm clambering back, like, I'm like that. It's just pathetic.
What was your dad on that side of the pitch?
The old man was there, he took 30 up from the pub. And he's running like that. And he stopped it, like, you know, like road runner used to stop, like that. Usually they stop it on, because the ball's going off. He stops on the byline. I think his momentum's going to take him. I'll go and give him one right at the backside. Boom, stopped on a sixpence. Fucking hell, dunk, see ya. Oh, well done, the old man's like that, wanker. I'm like, cheers, Dad. Nah, my old man's lovely. My old man honestly give me so much belief. Like, without him, I wouldn't have achieved. It's amazing where he believed more in me than me.
Did you make him your agent?
What's that?
Was he your agent?
Yeah, he's my agent. Yeah.
That's incredible.
Was he a hard dad on you? Was he like, could he be really tough on you?
Train. You'll get quicker. Speed always struggled with. Come on, get weights around your feet. Train. He used to have me follow his car around as a kid. I was 15, 16, 17. He used to follow his car. He said, when I press me on, sprint. When I press it again, stop. I used to do runs. It's like fucking Forrest Gump.
But even when you're playing Premier League, would they still be hard on you?
Not so much.
Nah.
When I spread my wings, when I went to Peterborough, he's always in the stand, give me thumbs up. He'd never, I tell you what, he'd never, even as a kid, I'd get in the car, I see some of these hard dads, and it's like, fucking hell, ruin your son like that. I don't get it. But I'd never leave, he'd never see me have a bad game, and he'd never let me leave that car in a bad mood, never. He'd always go, you've got this. I'd always leave on a high. Yeah, he was amazing. Great people person, my dad. Great manager. Best manager I've ever met.
Right, mate. Then you get moved back to your hometown, London, with Fulham.
Yeah, mate.
What a move that was, mate, nah?
It's just quality just to be back home, just play in London. Chris Coleman signed me.
Tell a story about
Yeah, legend.
pre-season. This is brilliant, mate. Michael Timlin told me.
It was just, the first pre-season, so he took us away. I forget where it was. It's on this golf resort. And it's my first year in, you know, it's like, you want to make a few pounds and all that, give it a big. And he said, come in, because they had a lot of foreign contingency in the changing room. Come in, run the changing room for me, Jim, liven it up. Like, need a bit of British culture. Oh, fucking perfect. Let's fucking Brownie move up, son. Right, but we were away at this golf club, and I'm like buying everyone golf clubs, you know. I'm like, yeah, Big Bubba Diop, God bless you, remember him? So come here, Bub, get him. Here's a tightest Vokey wedge. I bought Brownie and Scotty Cameron. I've treated them all to buggies. Real Madrid are in the hotel. Beckham, Zidane and all that. Figo. I'm up the other end. Becks, come on, have a drink like that. I'm buying them all drinks, all on the house. Cookies there. But what he didn't know, I clocked his room number, 523, so it was, as he walked in. On the Monday, as we were signing out, I got a bill 5.5 large. I'm like, fucking Chris Coleman, 523, signed it off. Gaffer pulled me in the next day in the office. He said, Jim, I got, what else I'd done, right? I was in the corridor, and I had this big long corridor with all the doors, like, and at the end was a big glass lift. And all the boys were poking their heads. You know, you get bored, don't you? Poking their heads out. It's like that game, you know, with the hammer. You try to hammer the hammer.
Somebody done that in my hair, didn't they?
So I had a 7-iron and a Titleist Pro V at the end of the corridors. At the end, they was all popping their heads down. I just went, fuck off! I've shelled this ball. Fisted it through the hallway. Big Bubba Deal. So fucking hell, Brownie's like that. He hit this glass fucking lift door. He's gone. Smashed it all. Big pane glass. I'm like that. Boom, ducked it. That was on the bill. 800 quid windows. Cookies pulled me in the office. He's gone, Jim, it's 5.5 grand. He said, do me a favour, son. He said, just pay the 800 quid broken glass. I'll do the rest. What a legend.
Oh,
that's mustard. That's the kind of gaffer you want, right? He was that kind of character, and I just loved him. Do you know what? The first time I've ever cried over football, when he got sacked.
Really?
I woke up, I was injured. I woke up, I was like, because I wanted to play for him. Because I knew he was going to be mustard for me, like being just letting me do what I wanted to do.
So he be one that would just let you go and be a free
spot? He said he's going to be behind you, Diop. He's going to be behind you. If we need Brownie behind you, go off and cause havoc. Go and do what you got to do. Because
you were brilliant at Fulham,
He just said, just go and cause havoc. I want you to make goals, make things happen in that final third. That's all I ever wanted to do. It's just amazing. Then we signed Roy Hodgson.
You like Roy Hodgson though, mate, didn't you though?
Love Roy Hodgson. Of what he'd done for the team, but for me, it was just so hard defensively. I just like defending all the time. I just didn't see footballers out. I wanted to entertain and go and attack.
Did he like your personality?
Not really. We had a bit of a clash, but look, I don't come on these to slaughter people. Roy knows what I think of him. We've had loads of chats in the office, man to man, and I just told him how it was. Whether he liked it or not, I don't know, but I was honest to myself and didn't do me no good at Fulham because I had to fuck off. But look, I went on, and yeah, it is what it is, you know. I've always said he done right for Fulham, and he's only ever to do right. He don't have to give a fuck about me.
But so did he not want to play you in the team?
No, not to a point. I think he wanted a different Jimmy Bullard. Right. He wanted more defensive, and I didn't buy into his defensive side. And I told him, I said, play him instead of me.
Did you say that?
I don't give a fuck. Yeah, I'll play him instead of me. I'm that confident in my own ability. I'll go to another football club. But I don't want to play that way. I can't play that way. And if you do want me to play like that, you can do it better. And I pointed to Simon Davis. And Danny Murphy was there. They backed me up. Mel said, it's a bit big time. I said, I don't give a fuck what it is. It's honest time.
That's good, mate.
It's honest. That's what it is.
Did you ever meet Al Fayed?
Met Al Fayed. Blinder. Like? Absolutely crackers. Absolutely blinding. Just off it. Just used to come.
In what way?
Just out there. Do you know what I mean? Just used to be... Just ask left field questions, just like, it wasn't really, he didn't know his football, bless him, but he'd give us all the opportunity, yeah, and it's just amazing, weren't it? And he used to he signed for Fulham, used to get a black card, like an Arrows black card.
Oh, wow.
Just go in there and get 50% off, fill your boots, you'd have loved it if you were a clobber.
Mate, how good's that?
You'd have been in there, fill your boots, mate, you'd have loved it with the food. But
Did you get a haircut in Harrods?
That's done me, that one. Having right through the soul. Come in, mate. Come here, mate.
Got good barbers in there as well.
Yeah, I mean, do you want to ask about the last day, or do you want to just go to England because I'm really obsessed with it?
What about tackling Steve Keane, because you're obsessed with Steve Keane?
Oh, Steve Keane's that. It was the Blackburn.
So that was the assistant manager I rugby tackled. We had when Cookie took us away, we had like a long tail. We went this long tail. We was all having a good drink, and Chris Coleman and Steve Keane come to join us. Was all having vodkas, and I remember Steve Keane was there, and I nicked his flip flop and I lobbed it over. That thing of I don't give a shit who it is. I ain't giving it a gaffer or chairman, right? But even assistants, like you're getting it, like you're in the same role. Yeah, do you get what I mean? Like it didn't matter to me. So I've lost his flip flop over, and it was right by the canal. It was a perfect shot because in my head I'm pegging it up, getting that flip flop over there, and then he's gone, "Well, go and get it." Fuck off! You can't get it. It's your flip flop, you mug. And he's like, "Oh, you can't talk." It's just like, "Yeah, go and get the flip flop." And he's like, "Yeah," he's arguing like that. So I'm having a bit of banter with him. He's ended up going and get it. Jumped over the table and I full blast because he's quite big. I've just gone straight in the canal with him. Me and him straight in the canal, full blast. Even Michael Brown's gone, "Oh, that's a bit much." I'm like, "Nah, mate." Got out of the canal. He was all right.
Was he all right,
I had to wear it, mate. I don't know what happened. I had to wear it. The next day, the lifts come down. Who's in there? Steve Keane. Me and him got in the lift. Said, "You all right?" He's like, "Yeah, we're all right, but a bit much to tackle." I said, "Nah, fuck him. Didn't really mean it. No, crack on, innit?" But yeah, he was all right. But yeah, that thing of like, done it for the boys, man.
Nah,
Like, boys love it, don't it? And one day tell it on a channel like this.
Fascinating him, isn't he?
Yes.
You're really fascinating. I want to get into your head.
Well, mate.
I want to work your head.
It's good though.
You'd be a good manager, mate.
You would.
Yeah, I'd love. Yeah, it's in me one day, but it's take a strong owner to sign me.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, you were at Leatherhead, weren't you?
Yeah, but I don't want.
He signed him at Leatherhead. He's the
Play
owner
Rouge
of
Club.
Leatherhead.
He's a mascot. Leather napper. Boot polish Bill over there.
I didn't know this.
Fucking wear and tear on his head.
Oh, right, come on, the England call.
Right, Jimmy, right, talk us through the England call.
Talk us through your shit. Oh, Saltman napper. That fucking hell looks like UFO.
I'm part of the five and I'm running that.
One of the aliens.
I'm
Unidentified object.
I'm one of the aliens.
Oh, that's unbelievable, man. A ginger UFO.
Not you, just a thing on your head. It fucking looks like a
Right, come on,
mate.
Wait, when do you find out you've been called up for? How do you find out you've been called up for England? How do you find out?
How did I find out that? That just happened. You hear this a lot. It happened through Sky. I knew I was in the call-up because Fulham give me a tug on it, but you don't know if you're making the final 22 or 26, whatever it is. And then Sky, it come up on a ticker tape, and then the FA called me literally as it's coming up. So I found out two ways if you want. Sky probably was the first way I found out, and then the FA called you up and said, "You've obviously seen you in the squad and all that." That was mad.
Buzzing, mate.
I'll be honest, there's three things I'm celebrating to this day. It's playing in the Prem, reaching the England squad, and getting to the Carling Cup final. That was the three things like that really, if you're going to ask me what stands out, that was amazing. Like that was pucker.
Did you phone your dad straight away, huh?
Yeah, well the old man's on the phone to me, isn't he? Like, we're still celebrating to this day.
That's
as soon as you walk
incredible,
into my pub, the one bell in Crayford, got my shirt hanging up there on the right. I didn't get a cap though. And my boys that I drink with always tell me that. You give it a big of his shirt if you didn't get on the pitch.
No, fuck it, mate.
But it's still, yeah. But it still just niggles me a bit. It would have been lovely.
Because it was a top team then as well, wasn't
Oh, mate, you had Beck.
World
Like,
class, wasn't it?
go in there like and playing like
Keep ball.
in a little rondo. Like, I used to have Bex as like, he would be like playing long raking passes, great shooter, but like the power he possessed in a shot. I know it's Billy Basic, but like, boom. I'd be like, fucking power of him, man. It's unbelievable. And then in a rondo, he run the rondo.
Did he, Bex?
I'm going absolute baller, mate. But it's like weird. I had like Gabby Abonglahor as just a speed merchant. He run a rondo. I'm going.
No way,
mate,
Gabby
I
Abonglahor.
swear on my life, because I had him down as just pace merchant. Mate, that was all unbelievable.
Did you get stuck in the middle or
Mate,
for a good
well,
bit?
get on this. I'm in the rondo giving it big bollock because I'm like that. I'm like fucking English squad. Move out of the way. All of a sudden, bing, 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 bing. Balls like, I'm like, fuck that. Fucking, about to get used to this. Ain't this quick at Fulham? And it was amazingly like 10 times quicker. And I was there for 2 weeks. I went back to Fulham and even Danny Murphy pulled me. He went, fuck me, Jim, you've come on from there to there. Just being around that. It was just amazing.
I know you said you were confident at the time, but see, during the trip, were you nervous?
Yeah, you do. you soon get back put in your shell. And it's like, oh fuck, like the power of Wayne Rooney as well. Like
he was unbelievable.
Don't realise how quick he is. Rio goes on about it all the time.
Like,
he had Owen's pace, but because of all his other stuff, you don't realise how quick he was. He was like a fucking stampede.
Wow.
The power of him.
Do you know what was the atmosphere about like the place?
It's a bit weird, I'll be honest with you. It's very very individual. The boys would go off in their own rooms. It wasn't like club football.
Would they come up, see when you go into the squad, though, did they come up to you and congratulate you?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, it's a bit like that. I knew a few of the boys from West Ham, Frank, Rio, a few other boys, you know, Joe. So it was okay for me. But Glenn Johnson was there, I remember. It's just a bit weird. It was, you know, I was so at home with Fulham and Wigan, and what we talk about, I don't know, it's just different.
Because you eat dinner and stuff, would you all eat together?
Yeah, it's a bit weird as well. Fabio Capello was manager, didn't speak a word of it.
He's a weirdo, mate, isn't he?
He looks like Postman Pat as well.
That's brilliant, that story, mate.
What's that one, mate?
Bentley called him it, didn't he?
He was brilliant on Golf Life.
David Bentley.
He's amazing, isn't he?
What a player as well he was, mate.
You've got to get him on it.
Get him on it for us.
Can you message him, mate?
He's the governor, yeah. What happened? What can I give you, Ben? So me and him, right, we said, God, don't Fabio look like Postman Pat? I said, let's play a game. Let's see who says Postman Pat the loudest, right? So I thought he'd walk past and go, Postman Pat. He went straight up to him. He went, Postman Pat and his black and white cat. I said, it ain't a game now. You just won, ain't you? How can you top that? I said, fucked it, ain't you? Like, first day. Said, let's string it out for 2 weeks. Fucking amazing, murdered it straight on it. No wonder we didn't get a game.
Did the other boys find that funny? Like
we're
the big
seeing Postman Pat at the back also.
Oh, that is brilliant.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, he's just like, but he's wild. He'd get the balls out of the bottom of the coat, shovel them. In his track, he'd just start shelling balls 50 yards onto the bar. Fabs is like, Dave, he goes, Ammy, I ain't pulled one since I was 8. Don't worry about that. Slap! Didn't give a fuck, mate. Don't cross him and shoot him, right? Don't cross him and shoot him. Can we have 3 out there and 3 wingers out there? You've got David Beckham, Ashley Young or some other fella. But Bentley's walking out, I mate, the 4th. He's gone, Dave, would you mind coming in? He said, I'm one of the best in England. Don't worry about that, Fabs. Got the ball, bent it in and gone, goal, get on that, Fabs. He's like that. Like flicking his feet up I'm like, he's the governor, mate. I swear, if you see him, you'd have been like, top draw.
Oh,
some player, wasn't he?
Yeah,
some
2
player.
years incredible.
He's brilliant.
Fucking phenomenal. Phenomenal.
That is brilliant.
Give up a 2-year deal from Blackburn, go and live in Marbella.
Yeah, mate, what
get
a
on
hero.
that, rock star.
Right,
Nah, I don't fancy that, I'm going.
What's he got, nightclubs out there or something?
He got a couple of bars and bits and pieces. What, you want to go out there? He looks after you, don't pay fuck all. He's fucking brilliant. No, he's
Maybe
blind.
you got Marbella. You want to go Marbella, what's
Take
it?
him though.
Us 3 got Marbella.
Oh, this could be dangerous. We'll come back in fucking ambulance or police car.
Get that sorted, mate. Last wee bit when you asked me about is obviously the Phil Brown celebration at Hull.
Genius.
When did you know you were going to do it? Did you know before the game if I scored I'm doing this?
Paul McShane. You know the mad Irishman.
Good looking boy.
So, yeah.
Matt Twin,
got an head like a sledgehammer. Bread bin head. It's about that long, isn't it? Ovis head, I used to call him.
Oh my
He's
God.
alright. Mac is great lad. He's a young football player. Run. He used to chuck tantrums. Right. He toe punted a post once and got the ball and bit it. It went bang.
He does that with his dad's ass, doesn't he? You bite it.
That's why he's got hair like that. It's that short. He's still got a fucking centre part. Fucking Adolf. All you need is his lip and you'll burn it.
Genius.
But yeah, where was we? Paul McShane. So he said Friday night we're all having a bit of tucker, having our food. He said what we got to do, recreate the Gaffer's team talk. Man City away. I went, be careful, we'll be 4 down. You can't be doing that. It's got to time it. We're only 1 down. 75th minute penalty. I take the penalty, put it in top corner. Shane give a net rash. I go over there, give it a big un, totally forget. I'll give it a big un, come back round. They're all going, celebration. Do the celebration. If you watch that celebration, all the fans, even the Man City fans, all laugh. Like, it's just unbelievable. Go back in, but there's 15 minutes left. I'm thinking, don't fuck, you know what it's like. If you're taking a piss out of the gaffer, again, my fear thing with the gaffer and chairman, I always have respect for my managers. Thinking, don't, it ended up 1-1, lucky enough. And I've gone in at half time thinking, how's he going to take this? Trust it to be me. And he went, Jim, it's fucking brilliant. He was all over it. And he come out in the press, to be fair, and said, it all put it to bed for him. Because it's a big thing he done there, keeping the players out. When I went there, you could still see there's a few senior players weren't feeling it. You know what I mean? Georgie Boateng was one, he copped it, to be fair to him.
What do you mean George Boateng was it?
George Boateng just didn't think it was right to... I remember talking to George, and even though he's all right with the gaff, but he just didn't think that was the right thing Brownie would do, and I think he stepped out and said a few things. A few of the other senior boys did. It was just a thing that senior players didn't find it the right thing what Brownie done.
That was on the pitch, what Brownie...
Do you get what I mean? They weren't happy with what the gaffer done, and Gaffer knew that, but they're all men and cracked on, didn't they?
Was it Hull you pulled the shorts up for the Sky Sports thing?
Yeah, that was just like... Yeah,
Just off the
that
cuff?
went massive, didn't it, on the green screen? It's just off the cuff, one the Monday morning fucking about, pull them up and Sky use it and away they go. Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? Just like you don't think too much of shit like that. You just cracks on.
Anything else you want to know quickly before we go? What about retirement?
Do you miss playing? Did you want to ask?
I did. First 18 months, it killed me.
Did it, mate?
Yeah, I love football that much. It killed me.
What did you do every day before you got into the media?
Fish. What did I do? Fish, yeah, my hobbies. My hobbies got me bang out of trouble, to be fair, golf and fishing. And then, I just done a little bit of managing. I went to Leverhead. I love that. I love managing. Like, it was pucker. And then Soccer M come calling. And
so did you leave management for Soccer M?
Yeah, because, I wasn't... There was no dollar in it, and I wanted to earn some coin, like, to keep the old bread bin going, you know what I mean? And Soccer M come calling. And also, I done a show before that called... what's it called? Bullard... Jimmy Bullard Live or something on London TV, London Live. So they give me my own show, Bullard Kicks Off. And I've done 22 live shows. So I learned in the day, I've never presented before. Sat me in a chair, you used to go in this room, sat me in a chair, the fucking camera's on a robot. There's no one in the room. She crack a funny, no fucking laughing. Try that. I'm like there, chin wagging, but that was great for a learning curve. So I didn't go on naked. I'd done a little bit of presenting and then I went on with Fenners and done the most amazing show ever. It's like I've tried in dog shit. Really. Played footy for a living. Went to Soccer AM. Best show ever on the planet in the football terms. Done that for 6 years, presented with Fenners, and now fucking playing golf for a living with Golf Life.
It's all life, mate, isn't it?
Just unbelievable.
Living
It's
the dream,
like,
mate, ain't you?
yeah.
And your missus has got a motorbike.
And she likes petrol head. Yeah, my boy's into karting now. He's going into F4, hopefully. It's all happening in the Bullard household. But yeah, the missus, she's right petrol head. Yeah, bless her. She's blinder.
Are we getting done to this?
I'd love to come to...
Mate, boys, honestly, I said that to you. Come down. I'd love to look after you. Anytime you're in London, I'll run the smoke. Right? Come down. I'll look after you, and I'll put it all on ice for you, and we'll go out, have a nice trip. I'd love to take you golf as well around the Wisley where I play.
Mate, we need to say, though, just on camera, mate, you've been fucking brilliant with us today. Really appreciate you being an absolute gentleman.
I don't know, I've been fucking battered all day by the both of you. All fucking day.
You let's have it right. Don't be sitting there acting like we bullied you. You give in your funny, quirky little way. You're very clever. So don't be making out. You give me plenty earlier.
It was that the death breath killed me earlier.
Fucking hell, it is dodge though, isn't it? But by the way, he ain't got that. Thanks, boy. Thanks for having us on.